In this video, I want to give you an overview of the teleport binaries available on installation, as well as a short mention of each operating system or installation option. For instructions on actually installing these teleport services on different operating systems, be sure to see the links provided down in the description. First, let's look at the operating system support. In here we have four main binaries. First, we have the teleport daemon, which is the teleport service itself. It also provides a CLI for starting and configuring various teleport services. Note that this is not supported on Windows systems. Next, we have TCuddle, which is Teleport's CLI administrative tool. This is often used alongside of Teleport on the server that's running the Teleport service, but can be ran remotely. If you're using a cloud-hosted Teleport, then you'll want to install it locally. The TCuddle CLI allows a cluster administrator to manage all resources in a cluster, including nodes, users, tokens, certificates, and devices. It can also be used to modify the dynamic configuration of the cluster, such as creating new user roles or connecting trusted clusters. Note that TCuddle is also not supported on Windows. However, you could consider using Windows Subsystem for Linux for this. Next, you'll also install the TSH user client locally to interact remotely with your Teleport cluster. TSH is Teleport's CLI user client, and it allows end users to authenticate to Teleport, access the resources in a Teleport cluster, and perform a handful of operations like file transfers, access requests, MFA management, etc. And there's also another user client called Teleport Connect, which is instead a graphical user interface desktop application that provides easy and secure access to your Teleport resources. Both of these are available on all three systems. And finally, we have TBot, which you normally wouldn't need to download or run locally, but instead between servers, as TBot is a CLI tool used with Machine ID that programmatically issues and renews short-lived certificates to any service account, like with the CI/CD server. And then, of course, your Teleport cluster is also available in the web UI and fully functional there as well. So let's scroll down and look at some of these operating systems. First, you have Linux. All Linux installations include all four binaries, and we have install instructions for different systems. So we have Debian, Ubuntu, Amazon Linux 2, RHEL, and then for everything else, or if you just prefer it, the tarball. For Docker, we have Docker images hosted on Amazon ECR Public. You can find more information in this chart. Next, we have our Helm install. And with this, we have two charts available to install. We have the Teleport cluster chart and then the Teleport cube agent. So the Teleport cluster chart would be for deploying Teleport itself in Kubernetes. The Teleport cube agent is deploying the Kubernetes agent on your Kubernetes cluster so that you can manage it with Teleport. So Teleport exists outside of the cluster on a server, and you deploy an agent to the Kubernetes cluster so that you can manage that cluster within Teleport. Next, we have Mac OS, and there are two options here. First option gives you all four binaries. The second, just TSH. Next, we have the Windows install, which again is the TSH client only. And then finally, if you go to our GitHub repo, you can build it from source. So Teleport is written in Go. And here in the README, you can read all about building Teleport. And then finally, there's some instructions on uninstalling it. Like I said earlier, links to individual installation instructions and usage can be found below in the description. Also, Teleport is open source, so you can download and set it up today, or jump on a 14-day free trial and we'll run it for you in our cloud. Thanks for watching.